Alrighty, good afternoon. I'm currently here on Roosevelt Island at the moment, just exploring and just checking it out because it's been a while. But I'm going to take you guys to earlier today, what I was doing, and then how I made it here to Roosevelt Island. Hello and welcome to my old neighborhood in Manhattan, Chelsea, where I lived for about 2 years and went to school at the Atlantic Acting School. And it is a beautiful September day. I was down here doing some errands and I thought that I would film around the neighborhood. I miss living here so much. It just has this nice vibe about it. So many people, so many tourists, great restaurants, great bars. And right behind me here is this building. You're not going to see it very well with the setup I have, but that there is Walker Tower, which I think was built in 1929. And it has one of the most expensive penthouses in all of New York. I think the very tip top, the apartment was going for $50 million to buy it outright, which is absolutely insane. But I'm gonna go and walk to a thrift store right now because I'm doing a film shoot on Friday. I'm playing a cowboy. So I'm going to see if there's anything that I can help with in terms of the costume. Now, I'm not sure if the sound quality is gonna be very good because it is quite windy today. But for those of you who don't know, Chelsea used to be the meatpacking district in New York, and that changed up until probably the last 10 years or so when it started to become very commercialized, and Google bought the Port Authority building, which is where I went to school. It was inside the Google building, which is really crazy. And yeah, it used to be a very poor spot that people lived in back in the day, sort of downtown, hard working in the factories, and those factories have now turned into really expensive restaurants. But this place just has its own little charm. It's right above Greenwich Village, which is also absolutely gorgeous place to live in. Super bustling at nighttime with, you know, nightclubs and bars and all that sort of stuff. Very different from where I'm living now. And that's part of just the amazing charm of this city. I think the shirt is a little too small. If I move my shoulders too far forward, it will rip both areas under my armpits. So this is a no-go. Okay, this one feels pretty good. It feels more like a cowboy kind of outfit, but I want to try the brown color to see. All right, and this is the tan one, which does fit perfectly fine. It looks fairly cowboyish, but it is pretty big on me. It is pretty baggy, but I'm not paying for it. Anyway, the company's paying for it. So I think the director wants me to get both. So I'm gonna get both. All right, so we got the cowboy shirts. So I don't know what else to do today. Maybe I'll take us on a journey to Roosevelt Island, which I haven't been to for a while. But I think I'll do that later today, so it might be an extended vlog. We'll see. All right, it's a few hours later. I got a little bit of rest and got some work done, and then I'm gonna take the ferry to Roosevelt Island, and I'm gonna go for a walk. Okay, I'm not sure how well you can hear me. It's very, very windy at the moment, but I'm walking over to the ferry now, which will stop from East 90th Street to Astoria, and then Astoria to Roosevelt Island. And the ferry system is one of the most underrated, lesser known ways of traveling around New York. They did just recently up the price, which sucks, But if you buy the 10-day pass for $27.50, it stays at $2.75 per ride rather than the $4 one-way thing that they're doing now. Okay, welcome everybody to Roosevelt Island. Right behind me is the fabulous Queensboro Bridge. And you can get the tramway from Manhattan that goes to the top of the bridge and lands pretty much just in front of me. Or you can get the subway, or you can get the ferry. While walking around, let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. I feel like, I don't know, these past few months living in New York, my creative side, my exploring side hasn't really come out. It's very easy to sort of just sit in the apartment all day and watch movies and not necessarily do anything productive, but also not anything I consider myself to be a person who likes to explore, and I feel like I've really been inhibiting that feeling almost out of fear. Or just, I don't know, I don't want to necessarily say laziness, but while we're here today, I want to see what kind of mischief we can get up to and what we can see on this island, because I haven't been here since like 2020, I think. It's very easy to live in New York and have all these really cool things around you and just never go there, because it feels like there's too much, like it's too much of an effort to go there. Even hopping on the ferry, even though it's cool, it's like, damn bro, I gotta get on a ferry. I'm actually kind of worried that it's going to rain. It doesn't say it's gonna rain on the forecast, but the clouds above me are very gray, which is concerning. Man, look at this. Like, I don't think I've even been to this like central part of Roosevelt, because we're like right in the middle. This looks like some kind of like church. It's really cool. They've even got a subway here. And voila, look at this. Oh, another chunk of the East River on the western side? Yeah, the western side of the island. And there's me, hi me. Famous rat birds of New York City. He's friendly? Hello! Oh my gosh, hello. What's their name?
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee? Bruce Lee? Oh my gosh. Oh, I just met Bruce Lee and I'm very happy about that. Oh, I think this is a pool. I think this is a pool. Oh man. Dude, I never get to swim in this city. Like never. Oh look, it's an old Soviet bench. Wait, hold on. We're in New York. We're not in the Soviet Union, and you're not bold and bankrupt. There's even like proper roads and stuff. There's like a baseball area. Like, this does not look like a terrible place to live, I'm gonna be honest. Like it's so nice. I wonder what the cold weather would be like here in the winter. I could imagine with snow and then being surrounded by two sides of water on a fairly skinny long island. I could imagine would be freezing. But I remember coming here, I think it was like my first week in New York when I moved here. I was just looking for things to do, and I came to this island and I spent a solid 3 hours here just walking around, doing all these different things, and I was listening to music, and at the time I didn't know anybody, so I was kind of just like, you know, enjoying myself, but in a little bit of a rut at the same time, because you know, it's just kind of like, it's so overwhelming moving here for the first time. I was like, ah! All right, I'm gonna leave the video there. Just wanted an excuse to get out of the house and enjoy the sun while it's still. That is a great spot. That's a great spot to sit. Yeah, I just wanted an excuse to get out of the house, and yeah, I'm satisfied. So leave a like on the video if you like, and if you want to subscribe, feel free to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.